For those of you who are not martial artists, I hope you'll forgive me. But for those of you who are, I ask for you to join me. On the count of three. 3 times, please. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Papasan. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Roger Bush Hamilton. I want to take a few moments and I want to acknowledge my sensei, the man who presented me my black belt. I don't plan to take too much of you folks' time this morning, but I did want to take a few minutes to acknowledge him and to express my feelings. I currently live in San Francisco with my wife of 25 years, Valrina, and my 2 sons, Omar and Ali. Both my black belts, thereby black belts under Sensei Papasan Ford. However, although I live in Cali, make no mistake, I'm a born and bred Jersey boy, and I never forget where I come from, and I still like my coffee regular. In the year 1978, only one happenstance meeting and training session as a visitor to Tora Dojo, I became a student and friend of Mr. Wayne Ford and his black belt team. Although I was already a hard-driving Ishinru green belt and collegiate wrestling champion, the work ethic and passion in the Papasan training environment pulled me in. As I reflect, many evenings I can remember crowds of bystanders standing outside of Tora Dojo watching our group train our hearts out. They marveled at the intensity, the drive, and the energy of our efforts. We young men operated like a well-oiled machine, together on our road to martial excellence. Many evenings we left all of our sweat, all of our strength on the floor, holding nothing back. I'm here to tell you that was a glorious feeling, driving and pushing toward our goals, climbing our own particular ladder into manhood. Who knew that our manhood would be that much more pronounced and that much more accomplished, that much more focused, and that much more honorable because we studied, trained, and achieved success in the martial arts arena. We developed statewide and nationwide camaraderies with other dedicated martial artists. We challenged and pushed ourselves through obstruction onto the other side where victory was achieved. We practiced and learned humility because we knew that there was always someone, somewhere, who was working at least as hard as we were to be warriors and champions, so we tried to work even harder. During competition, we celebrated many glorious wins, and we painfully remember the disappointing losses, but we persevered with Papasan sometimes barking, but most times speaking gently in our ear. Come on, son, you'll be fine. There he was again, making a difference. Through our training, we were introduced to ourselves, our deeper and more intricate selves, the self that was confident because we had done the work to be so, the self that was tenacious because we had held on to climb our own special mountains, the respectful and good self because we practiced courtesy and consideration daily when we bowed and addressed each other as sir and ma'am. It seems for all intents and purposes that once you're introduced to your best self, it's hard to degenerate into anything else. You may experience challenging days or nights or circumstances, but you always remember who you are. As a firm point of reference to keep you on track, you remember that you're an honored black belt, and you stand up, and you get up, and you straighten up. As an American historical figure, Grandmaster Wayne Papasan Ford was one of the special messengers of this doctrine. If you can look up, you can get up. You're a black belt, son. Let's go. In the world he had been given, he was always taking the responsibility of making a difference. For the record, I received my first degree black belt from Sensei Ford in June of 1981, the position of Shodan, as it's called in Japanese terminology. Since that day, it has been my passionate, determined, inspired, enthralled, enthusiastically responsibility and pleasure to prove Mr. Ford right in his decision to promote me to the esteemed position of black belt. Throughout all these years that have passed, I always felt like I needed to earn the right to wear a black belt, earn the privilege to be a black belt, then learn the to walk the road less traveled where the special few had come before me, to recognize and appreciate the merits of passion and purpose and integrity and honor and distinction. I remember Mr. Ford saying to me as I objectionably accepted the dark-colored cloth, "I'm not doing you a favor, son. I'm asking you to lead. I'm asking you for more, making a difference." I am honored to stand here before you today as a humble and respectful representative of the original Tora Dojo martial arts school to say goodbye to our friend, our sensei, our Papasan, Mr. Wayne Ford. As I've shared with you already, I live in California. I needed to make some quick, fast, in-a-hurry plans to get here today, and I'm glad I made it to pay my respects to a great man. Before I came, I composed an email and circulated it to 1,500 recipients from my database to honor Papasan. Some of you may have seen it. In that email, I asked for this: if you would be so inclined as to take a moment to think a good thought about Papasan. Offer a moment of silence, say a prayer, or do something nice for someone in his honor. Help someone across the street. Call someone you've been meaning to call. Do something for someone you've been meaning to do. Encourage someone who needs a lift. Smile purposely and intentionally and offer some good cheer. We as human beings have so much more in common than we do apart. We as human beings can build so many more bridges than the walls we surround ourselves with. I wish to take this day forward to remember Mr. Ford as a great man who inspires me to be great as well. I wish to take this painful moment of loss and celebrate his living more than mourn his passing. I wish to find the good in my life from the memory of his life, and I hope even one of you can do the same. Celebrate the good that still remains in the world, in spite of what we are told and shown on a daily basis. Then, if you can, pull somebody along with you. Surely you will find success when you help someone else do the same. Giving is living. And as the noted philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson once said about success, to laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know that even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, this is to have succeeded. After I wrote these words and sent my email, I received an invitation from the young daughter of one of my competitive martial arts associates to join a group on the web designed with the intention of having a good day and helping others do the same. On the face of the invitation for that special page, designed by a little girl, was the following statement. Stay with me now. Where you are today is no accident. God is using the situation you're in to shape you and prepare you for the place He wants to bring you tomorrow. Trust Him and His plan, even if you don't understand. But y'all don't hear me though. Where you are today is no accident. God is using the situation you're in to shape you and prepare you for the place He wants to bring you tomorrow. Trust Him with this plan, even if you don't understand. Making a difference. I replied to the little girl's invite and I joined her page. But let me tell you, I did something else. I took a long and introspective look at myself, and I couldn't help but think maybe there's something quite appropriate in the statement and gesture presented here. Maybe there is more to do. As I reflected, I thought to myself that perhaps Papasan had an epiphany like this once himself. Maybe that's what compelled him to train and teach for 60 years continually. Please take a moment and think about that. 60 years. In 1955, martial arts was still very new in this country and practiced by only a chosen few. It had come by way of the American soldier following his respective tour of duty in faraway places like Japan and Korea and Thailand. It is with great pride and respect for history that I remind you that Papasan was an American pioneer. an African-American pioneer, a man who helped shape an activity that is now practiced nationally by the millions, by men and women and children and all manner of people who seek to improve themselves in their life. And additionally, for those who seek to remain vigilant and determined when it comes to their individual safety and personal security by the dedicated practice of self-defense. Grandmaster Wayne Papasan Ford researched and discovered the best in himself so he could share it with us. He worked toward unity, discipline, focus, clarity, intelligence, strategy, and positive purpose. I read once in a book called Maximum Performance that the manner in which we perform even the most mundane acts is a statement of who we are. We resemble our performance, and our performance resembles us. Papasan resembled his performance. And I hope that through my efforts as a husband, as a father, as a neighbor, as a man, and as a black belt, I resemble him. And if all of us continue to push forward in our chosen endeavors, whatever they may be, maybe we can make a difference as well. With unrelenting crescendo, the symphony of a life replete with its melodic progressions hastens to its finale, and a friendship which is ours to share with its largos and allegros moves everlasting onward in sweet memories. Blessings to you all.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again, when I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began.
You know we started.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Let me tell you.
When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong, and what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.